back and thank you for tuning in. It is I, your host, Mr. A, and this is the Double RT Boxing Show where I stay ready, you stay ready. It's ready, talk boxing. And the year is almost over, but for us lucky boxing fans, it's a year round sport. And our country, Japan, over there, they're going to close the show out for us with bangers. Title on the line, champions finishing the year for us boxing fans. Now, this is a breakdown and prediction for the WBO World Flyweight Championship. Challenger Toshiyuki Igarashi is taking on champion Sho Kimura. Now, Kimura is coming off his shocking, devastating stoppage of Zoshimi. This is his first defense, taking on number one contender in the WBO, Toshiyuki. Now he's number 18th in the world. He's former WBC flyweight champion. He lost it to Akira, who dropped down in weight, lost his belt to Milian, who's also another fight going down in Japan in these last 2 days of the year. Big bangers, but let's stay on this fight here. So he's coming in it took him 4 years to build himself up since that title loss against Akira. Now, was it against the greatest competition? I feel it wasn't. But he comes in with a 23-2-3 record. Out of those 23 victories, he has 12 knockouts, fighting at a 43% KO ratio. Two defeats, none by knockouts, but he's a total of 200 rounds. It's going to be a big experience because his opponent, the champion, has 79 rounds, 279 ring experience, age 33. He's coming in at 5'5.5", a 66-inch reach, and he's a southpaw. Now the champion, on the other hand, Sho Kimura, like I said, 79 rounds out of a record that's 15-1-2. His one loss has come by a knockout, but his 15 wins, 8 of them, he had his own KOs, fighting at a 44%. So you got that 44 with a 43, pretty much even. 5'5" height, couldn't find the reach, but he's an orthodox fighter, orthodox in the southpaw. Now, out of the 112-pound club here, the champion versus former champion. How is this fight going to go? Allow us to discuss it right here on Double RT Boxing. Give that thumbs up, support the show. If you're a new viewer, hope you become a new subscriber. Help this show grow. This is a boxing show for us boxing fans worldwide, not just a select few fighters. Now, breakdown. Igarashi. Feet-wise, both these fighters are not going to give you much movement. They're pretty much in front of you fighters. Now, Kimura will give movement if he has to walk you down. He's not the best at cutting off the ring. He'll just walk you down, follow you around. While Igarashi, I messed that name up, but Toshiyuki Igarashi, he could at least turn you as he's about. He could jab as he's turning you. Both these guys' feet work are just basically right in front of you, while Kimura depends on his legs for leverage and his punches. But feet-wise, I'm going to go with Toshiyuki on this one. I think he used the ring better with turning his opponents, being able to sidestep within the pocket for his style. While Kimura, he follows you, and yes, he gets great leverage and power from his leverage in his legs, but we all know that can be tamed in boxing if fought with the right strategy. So I'm leaning towards Toshiyuki for feet and legs. Igarashi. As far as defense, wow, this is gonna be a tough one. Um, Kimura, he's there to get hit. He shakes a little bit, slips a little bit. His defense is all shaking, shaking with the neck, and slipping a little bit with the waist, and firing back. He ain't gonna use no ring generalship. He ain't gonna be fast to the feet. And while Toshiyuki, he can use the ring a little bit, if he has to, like, skip along the ropes, evade some trouble. But I don't believe he's much of a back foot fighter. So when he goes from defense to offense, it's no in between. He has a real time transcendence of one, and I don't think Kimura does any better in that transition. These guys are either offense or defense. And if you can make one switch from the other, you have a good chance of winning this fight. They both need to be on offense because they don't go back and forth too well. But in the defense of just who does a better job of not getting hit, to who gets caught with more flesh shots, I'm gonna say, due to his style of just coming forward, even though he slips, he's pretty good at slipping punches. I'm gonna go with Toshiyuki as a slightly better defensive fighter. He can work behind his jab, where Kimura, like I said, because of his style of coming forward, those fighters get hit. Now, as the next one, which is really important in the world of boxing, the offensive category, breaks down to many categories. You got jab, power punchings. You got speed variation, combination variation, power switching, and that category usually wins fights. And that's the one we're going to talk about last, right here on RRT Boxing. Please subscribe. Keep this show growing, folks. Keep it growing. And as of now, you viewers and subscribers are doing a great job of helping this show grow. I appreciate it. Success never stops. Let's keep it going. In the offensive category, jab for jab, we're going to lean towards as in I, Mr.A here. I'm leaning towards Toshiyuki. I think he sets up a 1-2 better than the champ. Power, we're leaning towards Kimura. Like I said, I think he just delivers with more generated power from his legs, his torque in his torso. Speed variation, Sho comes, it looks like, in one gear. He just comes out to wear you down, and if you're still there and tired, he's gonna knock you out. And while Toshiyuki, he's a 1-2 hooker, and he seems more of he sticks with the game plan. He will conserve his energy. Like I said, ever since his loss, he has not been fighting, to me, the right competition to get him into this fight. But he's number one, so he got his shot. Power, Kimura, jab, Suzuki. Speed variation, Suzuki. Combinations, I'm actually going to lean towards Sho on this one. Even though he's a come forward fighter, he does have a jab, he has hooks, and he throws inside uppercuts. But he's a hooker, but I'm going to lean towards him where you're going to get more. While Suzuki's just that 1-2 jab, straights. That's... combination variation, speed variation, power variation. I think I covered it all. So that is the offensive category. So overall, Sho has more power. To me, delivers a wider variation of punches, while Suzuki is a better jab and a little faster with his hands. Now, I would say the house. I don't know who the house favorite is on this one, but we'll go with the champion, because he's coming off that nice hot upset. They're both up there in their prime age. Suzuki's a veteran, so I know he has that fan base. Then you got Sho, the hot commodity, the new guy. My prediction, right here on Double RT Boxing, Mr. A is going to go with and still champion, and the WBO World Flyweight Champion, that is Sho Kimura. I believe he will get past the 1-2 of Toshiyuki. I believe Kimura will put Suzuki on the back foot eventually, and that's only going to have Suzuki's power dip even lower, fight off the back foot, which I don't think he does very well. It's going to put him on the back foot and on the move, making his power dip even lower again, while Kimura is going to be coming forward with his power, catching a few jabs here and there, but I think eventually he's going to wear him down like he did Zo when he captured the belt, and it's going to have the same outing. I say a late round stoppage for champion Sho Kimura over the veteran and former champion himself, #1 contender Toshiyuki Igarashi. Should be a very hot fight, but I'm saying a nice, entertaining 12th round stoppage for the champ. This is Mr. A saying thank you for tuning in to the show. Next episode, more Japanese fights. Tune in.